This simply cannot continue. How many times do we think that while watching the scores of exhausted children, women, and men desperately fleeing war and oppression, trying to reach the shores of Europe? This special hearing on asylum, organized by the EPP Group, has brought together some of the key figures helping EU frontline countries deal with a humanitarian crisis of near biblical proportions. So how to more forcefully deal with human trafficking and improve border security and search and rescue operations, such as EU border agency Frontex's Operation Triton. German EPP Group MEP Monika Hohlmeier summed up the threats and challenges faced, particularly from the terror group Islamic State in refugee hotspots like Syria and Libya.
We need more legal avenues, more legal possibilities to try to stop the human traffickers and organized crime in this field. And in one part we will need a military action in the field where ISIS is.
Immigration officials estimate that several 100,000 migrants attempt to flee to the EU by sea each year. Last year, the UN estimated almost 3,500 men, women, and children drowned in the Mediterranean, many of them Syrians or Eritreans. Defying the odds, though, they still keep coming all across the Mediterranean, from Spain right across to Italy and Greece. Border security and anti-trafficking measures account for a good part of the EU's current internal and external security funding.
The European asylum system has been under pressure for a very long time, and we have always viewed asylum and migration as requiring a strong European holistic response. We would like solidarity to be implemented properly. This is a requirement of the Lisbon Treaty, and anybody like me coming from a frontline state would expect that Lisbon Treaty obligation to be implemented on the ground.
Director of the Red Cross's EU operations is Leon Prop. He said frontline countries' budgets are at breaking point. Countries in North Africa and Turkey are stretched and susceptible to human traffickers. His message?
Keep up the solidarity with the neighboring countries that are providing a lot of support to refugees. So keep up the humanitarian efforts and also ensure that there are more and better ways for people to access protection inside the European Union.
Meanwhile, the EPP Group is calling for new measures to crack down on traffickers and improve the so-called blue card system to attract skilled migrants for Europe's economy. Sharing the burden among the member states is a cherished EU principle, but nowhere more urgently needed than when trying to deal fairly and humanely with a literal raft of refugees just trying to stay alive. Find out more about the largest political force in Parliament by going to eppgroup.eu. Thanks for looking in, and see you again soon.